Picture this. A man signs a loan contract. He smiles, believing he's buying freedom, a house, a degree, a future. But behind that paper lies something bigger, a quiet system designed not to help him, but to own him. Because debt today isn't just a number, it's a currency of control, one that rewards the few and binds the many. How did debt, once a tool for progress, become the greatest weapon of control in modern history? Because while the bottom 99% borrow to survive, the top 1% borrow to rule. Debt wasn't always a villain. In ancient times, it was sacred, a promise between humans, often forgiven during festivals of Jubilee. But something changed. In the 1970s, wages flatlined while prices kept rising. Governments and corporations discovered a shortcut. If people can't afford progress, just lend it to them. Credit cards boomed, student loans exploded, mortgages multiplied. Debt became the oxygen of modern capitalism. By 2024, global debt surpassed $313 trillion. That's nearly $40,000 for every person alive. But the rich? They're not crushed by it. They're powered by it.
For the wealthy, debt isn't a burden, it's leverage. They borrow not to consume, but to control. A billionaire borrows against his stocks, buys more assets, avoids paying taxes, and watches his wealth grow, tax-free. Meanwhile, the average worker borrows to buy a car, pays interest for years, and watches value decay. It's the same tool, but used in opposite directions. Think of it like fire. In the hands of the rich, debt cooks a feast. In the hands of the poor, it burns the house down. Banks, politicians, and corporations all learned the same game. Encourage debt, securitize it, and profit from the interest. When you're the lender, debt is an asset. When you're the borrower, it's a chain.
Every system built on imbalance eventually cracks. In 2008, it did. Families lost homes, jobs, and savings. Yet, the same institutions that caused the collapse were bailed out with more debt. The weapon had turned inward, and still, the 1% survived untouched. They didn't just recover, they doubled their wealth. From Roman debt slavery to modern payday loans, the story repeats. Power uses promises to bind the powerless. And today, it's gone digital. Student loans, buy now, pay later apps, credit scores monitored by algorithms. You're not meant to escape the loop. You're meant to maintain it. The result? An economy that grows on paper but bleeds in reality. Wages can't keep up, prices keep climbing, and yet stock markets soar. Because what's fueling the system isn't productivity, it's debt itself. Governments borrow not to create growth, but to pretend it. When economies slow, they issue trillions in bonds to stimulate demand. But most of that money doesn't build factories or schools, it floods financial markets, inflating the assets owned by the rich. During 2020, the US borrowed over $6 trillion. Wall Street hit record highs. Main Street closed its doors. The rich gained record wealth, while everyone else got a short check and long inflation. Corporations borrow not to innovate, but to inflate. They issue cheap debt, then use it to buy back their own shares. That drives prices up, bonuses higher, and worker wages nowhere. It's a common practice used by corporations. Debt became a tool not of creation, but manipulation. And consumers? They borrow just to stay alive. The average household now carries over $100,000 in debt: mortgage, car, credit cards, student loans. When the wealthy borrow, they compound assets. When the rest borrow, they compound anxiety. Governments owe banks. Banks owe investors. Corporations owe bondholders. Consumers owe everyone. A perfect loop where every dollar of debt creates another dollar of dependence. The economy looks alive, but it's breathing on credit. A global pyramid built not on trust, but on leverage. So where does that leave the rest of us? In a world where credit feels like oxygen, the only real freedom is learning when not to breathe too deep. Debt isn't always the enemy, unwise debt is. If you must borrow, borrow with purpose. Use debt to build something that grows, not something that fades. A skill, a small business, a tool that earns you back more than it costs. Avoid sinking loans into depreciating assets, cars, gadgets, or lifestyles that lose value the moment you buy them. Even small choices compound. A $100,000 loan for a course that upgrades your income can free you. A $100,000 loan for a car that drains you in fuel, insurance, and EMI traps you. The system may be designed to make you borrow, but how you use debt decides whether you're trapped by it or empowered through it.